Athletes are the ultimate symbols of strength and determination. Today, they seem faster and stronger than ever before. The desire to perform at even higher levels is the desire of every athlete. With this increase in performance comes the greater potential for injuries, particularly concussions. The latest statistics from the Centers of Disease Control show that emergency room visits for sports and recreation-related brain injuries, including concussions, increased by 60% in children and adolescents over the last decade, despite the awareness and usage of better helmet protection on the field.
Helmets don't protect every direction of force, and in some sports, a helmet just isn't part of the equipment, like basketball or soccer. Hockey has a small type of helmet. They just don't protect you against all the directions of forces that come into play. You can get forces on the top of your head, on the side, on the back, but under the chin, there's nothing to protect that except for a physiologically positioned jaw. Putting your jaw in its physiologic rest position brings the actual jawbone away from the skull so that when you receive that force from an impact, that force doesn't get translated through the joint into that cradle of the skull, injuring the brain.
Mouthguards have been mandatory equipment for contact sports in youth, high school, and college for the past 40 to 50 years because they protect teeth from fracturing. Only recently have they been discovered to also help in reducing concussions. The latest advancement is custom fit to each athlete's jaw to correctly position and stabilize the lower jaw while performing. As the creator of the PowerPlus Mouthguard, Dr. Hutchison is advocating for more research on this topic as he believes the data he's collected, in addition to a recent independent study, proves the effectiveness of mouthguard usage.
Historically, mainstream concussion studies have been performed on crash dummies or non-humans or cadavers, whereas it's important to be able to study what happens to us as human beings, and field studies are really important, and they're just beginning to be done at this time. The importance of the study that came out from the Academy of General Dentistry is that this was the first study that was accepted by a jury where they used human subjects that showed that by providing the correct jaw position, it reduced drastically the amount of concussions. So this is monumental. We conducted a field study of over 1,050 subjects. So we provided a PowerPlus Mouthguard for these particular subjects, and we showed that there was a 0.03% concussion rate, almost none with a good helmet and good equipment and a physiologic mouthguard.
So how exactly does the PowerPlus Mouthguard work? The proper fit is key, so following these 3 simple steps will help maximize your performance and safety. First, follow the instructions provided to measure your unique bite position while clenching your teeth together. Next, your measurement will determine whether or not you also require the Power Wafer insert, which snaps into the PowerPlus Mouthguard for correct physiologic jaw alignment. Finally, heat the PowerPlus Mouthguard in hot water. Place your tongue towards the back of your palate, using your fingers to help position it. Bring your lips together and swallow 5 times.
And once you get to that point where you've swallowed the optimal amount of times, which is 5, then you can turn the gauge around to the green side, which is the physiologic rest position, and you can measure through the appliance, which is transparent, to make sure that you're actually in the physiologic rest position. And that's what determined that you're in the right spot. Mouthguards shouldn't be one size fits all because all of us as humans aren't one size fits all. Everybody has a different makeup and a different anatomy. That's what's so important, and why this discovery is so important is because now we can make a custom appliance at home in an easy way and an affordable way.
I was connected to a semi-pro team in Traverse City, Michigan, and they were doing okay but not great. And we had had a couple concussions. They were averaging 3 or 4 a year, actually. And when we got the mouthguard, I took it to the owner and I said, this is something that we ought to have on every player. And he said, okay. He said, what have we got to lose? Because we were losing our good players. And we put them on, and we went 4 straight seasons, and we had not one concussion.
The precise jaw positioning that the PowerPlus Mouthguard provides helps to increase strength and balance, improve performance and agility, decrease the occurrence of headaches, including migraines, but most importantly, reduce the G-force transferred to the brain, as well as jaw and teeth-related injuries.
Our mission with PowerPlus Mouthguard is to use this technology to improve the safety of all the kids playing sports and making sure that you can play the sport that you love the very best that you possibly can.
To learn more about how to protect yourself and your loved ones on the field, visit PowerPlusMouthguard.com.